from the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
Hey,
What up, bro?
what's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, everybody in the chat? The one person that is online right now. Welcome to Men of Letters. I'm Shad.
I'm Kobe. You know, it isn't our regular scheduled day, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be too offended if no one's here today. But
yeah.
it's
Nathan did text me. He asked me if we were having a show yesterday, but talking about my power issues and all that.
yeah,
So, but we seem to be okay now.
it's unfortunate that we had to do that because well, I'll go into it in a minute. So, anyways, so if people aren't here, hopefully people can catch the replay. So this is a very important episode for me. Because the topic today is the knowledge of the forever time. You saw the title if you're on YouTube or on Facebook or if you join us on stream. Because this is probably the kickstart to me questioning, I guess, questioning religion, questioning where we came from, and questioning where we're going, how we're gonna get there. I mean, this is the 8-part series. Our guy Damon Berry. Damon Berry is probably someone you've never heard of. He used to work in Hollywood, and then he I don't want to get too much in that story, but he was basically touched by God in his own words, basically, and God showed him the knowledge of what's really going on. What's interesting that though his story, like his personal story, is very not very believable.
Nope.
The things he talks about in his I guess you call it a documentary or a series, they're backed up. Like you can go and look at the stuff. You can go and look online.
They got it back up there now? Because I remember they took him down for a while.
Yeah, they took him down. So someone must have been a fan just like me and you, because they have their own. There's different. So Damon actually has his page up, but somebody else also made a whole series of the show on YouTube. So I don't know why. I don't know what was going on with his page. He only had like 400 followers last time I looked at it. I mean, and before that, he had a ton of followers.
Yeah.
Or subscribers. Sorry. So
it was almost like they tried to bury him.
Yeah, I don't want to get on that too much. I'm trying to keep him from saying that.
Yeah.
But
Nathan, what's up, man?
Albanese ain't cheese or whatever the kids.
Albanese ain't Chinese or whatever the kids say these days. Thanks for joining, buddy. We appreciate it.
But yeah, so this kind of kicked off me thinking about more in depth about pyramids. Me thinking more in depth about the symbolism of the sun, symbolism of the serpent, and I mean there's other images. I mean the first episode kind of kicks off, makes you think about like, could we go see God if we had the technology? Maybe I'm getting a little bit too much away, but he definitely gets into it on the first episode. So
he does, yeah. It's a good kickstart, and again, this is kind of what broke Kobe's reality, because I was always into this kind of stuff. Dad and I would talk about it a lot, and Kobe was like, he would poke his head in every now and then, like, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go do this now. So when Kobe got a hold of this, the game changed.
I mean, definitely keep your keep an open mind.
Right.
But a lot of things they're going to show you, for me though, if you deny it, you're just in denial. Like there's a lot of things. If we show the whole series, may not show the whole series, but we should. They're going to show you a few things and be like, man, whatever. But just keep an open mind, because this isn't telling you that God's not real. Honestly, it's telling you can go see God. So, I'm gonna be eating because I'm on my whole weight loss, muscle building journey. So don't mind me. But Rashad's gonna be taking over, and you'll be showing this video, and we'll be pausing and commenting on it. Rashad has way more knowledge on this stuff than I do, I feel. So that probably makes sense for him to kind of follow it or run it. But man, keep open mind. And the truth is out there, yo. I mean, there's so much about our history, so much that we don't know. And if you just keep an open mind and you can adapt, I think you can adapt a lot of things to your beliefs already. So that's me. You know, Jesus, there's someone said, well, Jesus is actually from the house of El. That's all right, cool. I can still rock with that. So yeah, again, keep open mind. It's very fun. It's all, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. So don't get too tied up on this.
Just give you a quick overview of this. This video, again, it's a Knowledge of the Forever Time by Damon T. Barry. And it's basically going to give you it's an enlightenment of a 500-year-old mystery, and the Great Pyramids and all that stuff. So there's a lot of calculations, a lot of explanations of the coding of the pyramids and all that good stuff in here as well. So like we said, just have an open mind and just soak it in. Then let us know what you think afterwards.
And ask questions too. Like, definitely, we love engagement. You're like, well, how do they calculate that? We'll try to answer if we can. If we don't know, we'll say we don't know.
Just like that. All right, here, I'll cut this music and get this bad boy started. Give me 1 second, guys.
Shout out Damon T. Barry, or whoever's running his YouTube channel. We appreciate you.
Yeah, wherever you are. It looks like they got some more subscribers, at least on this one. So
that's the one from the the link that I put in on our notes.
I didn't see a link on the notes. This is one that I found. Then I put it in the notes.
Maybe they're like different Damon T. Barry pages, but regardless, I'm glad it's up here. So
yeah. So all right, we'll go back here and we will.
But more importantly,
someone's been watching it.
All right. Somebody's been watching it. All right. Can you guys hear? Yeah, I think I might need to mess with my settings. 1 second. Kobe, could you hear it on your end?
No, I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. I know the issue. All right.
Mute myself if I eat this noodles.
Higher collection of.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it. You gotta love that. That's loud.
Turn it up a little bit. I don't know.
Turn up.
Back. That's good.
Yeah.
Unto all who live and breathe.
Good.
This is Earth. And all that we know as a species is born of it. The wisdom found in the entire collection of man is nearly 10,000 years old. And in this wisdom is found the reality that it is not. There are great stone structures found all over the world. There are magnificent pyramids and traces and pictorials of alien beings.
Okay.
There is a knowledge that
Nathan.
ancient man wrote of all these things, a knowledge that we do not have today. Answers we have no knowledge of. Why are we here? What is our purpose? And what happens when we die? In this series, you will hear a lost knowledge that has not been spoken on this planet for more than 7,000 years. The missing link between the history of man and the history of our lost knowledge is finally found. In this first invitation, we will uncover the knowledge of the Great Pyramid of Egypt and the Tree of Life. And more importantly, what happens when we die. It is the Age of Enlightenment, and this is invitation number 1 to the lost knowledge of the gods.
Whoa, that's one hell of an intro.
Out of the sands of Egypt stands a mystery, an enigma, and the greatest man-made structure ever erected on the earth. It is the most powerful symbol of intellect and achievement ever to be found in the ancient world. A symbol so great, it confounds all who gaze upon it.
Right, Nathan.
The Aztecs,
the
Mayans,
IMAX central. That's for real.
and the Egyptians have all
That's good
created
production.
pyramids. And all across the globe, their works rise from the earth as a testimony to their skill and brilliance. The pyramid represented something very important to the ancient peoples of the world. But as with all things born of this earth, its knowledge will live and then die.
Mm.
What was so important about the shape of the pyramid? And why were they built all over the world?
Why are they everywhere?
Right.
What were the
Everywhere.
ancients trying to tell us? And what does it all mean? All of these questions have answers, and all of our desires to find them can be fulfilled. They can all be found in one stone, one land, and in one place: the land of Egypt. It rises from the earth and claims dominion over a man and his lands. It stands as a testimony to the stars of heaven and also a testimony to the continuing legacy of intellect lost. The Pyramid of Egypt is the most recognizable stone structure in the world, and it is called the Giza Pyramid, Khufu's Pyramid, and the most enduring of all, the Great Pyramid. A monumental structure equaled only by the understanding of its true meaning, which has eluded mankind for nearly 5,000 years. Today, we are living in the age of enlightenment and revelation. And sadly, we have not even paused or even stopped to notice.
Mhm.
All things that were once hidden from us are now coming to light. And there, standing in line with all the other great mysteries of the age, is the revealing of the Great Pyramid of Egypt. The Pyramid of Egypt tells a powerful ancient tale, which will in turn answer every question we have ever had about God, life, and the afterlife. For nearly 10,000 years, you will come to find that what the Egyptians are telling us is so beautiful, so powerful, and so divine that we as a species are unworthy of it. It rises from the earth and towers over all the achievements of man. It is a masterwork
To this
of
very day.
mathematics and engineering skill to which there is no equal.
Yep.
And although there are 3 pyramids of Egypt, there is only one of whom the gods did bless: the Great Pyramid. It was built circa 4000 BC. And although the world teaches that it was built by slaves, the reality is that it was not. It was built by free men and free women from all over the land of Egypt. All labored and gave of themselves freely and willingly, for they believed the work that they had set to purpose was of a divine purpose. The people of Egypt built the pyramids as a testimony to both man and beast. The building of the Great Pyramid served as a testament to their great land and a testimony to the heavens.
So he's not too crazy. He said it's built by people, not aliens. So
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that part. Yeah. Most people, like on ancient history, that your favorite TikTok conspiracy I can't talk.
Conspiracy theorists.
They talk about aliens and all that stuff. Man, I'm tripping today. But yeah, he doesn't think that. He thinks that we made it. He's gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
And the stars above. The Great Pyramid was the first pyramid built in Egypt, and the knowledge of its purpose lived, but only briefly, and only in the time of its creation. The three pyramids of Giza are perfectly aligned with the constellation of Orion, and although most scholars believe it to be the purpose of their creation, they are all wrong. The constellation of Orion is not why they were built. The constellation of Orion is only a clue. A clue measured in stone that they wanted their descendants to find. And today, we are their descendants. Every ancient megalithic stone structure created around the world wasn't created for the ancients. They were created for us. Everything ancient man created in stone was made for the next generation of man on the earth. They built these great stone structures to endure the ravages of time and the mayhem of Earth's catastrophes, and they did this for only one purpose. They made them for us. The civilizations of mankind will always rise and fall, and so too does their knowledge.
That's important, guys.
When the Egyptians built the pyramid, they built it to tell us a story, and they built it to show us the way. And the way is in the stars, and not in the stars of Orion, but greater stars, larger stars, and more importantly, heavenly stars. To understand the Great Pyramid of Egypt, all one has to do is have a fundamental understanding of Egyptian hieroglyphs. When you understand the hieroglyph, you will understand the pyramid. To decipher the code of the pyramid, all one has to do is understand two hieroglyphs. The first is a simple square, and the other is a circle with an X in the center. When you understand the...
And we're just figuring out how to read the hieroglyphs. And he seemed to have a really good understanding of them. But just as the people, we're really just starting to understand what they are with the Rosetta Stone.
According to him, though, right? Like, we don't know if he's capping.
Right. But
No one said that he's not.
No, we don't know. But it sounds very convincing. I'll keep going.
These two hieroglyphs, you will understand the pyramid. When we look upon the pyramid from the ground, we marvel at its sheer magnitude and scope. We are humbled by its great and expansive reach across the desert floor. These are all true. But to truly unlock the real meaning of the Great Pyramid, you must understand that the pyramid wasn't made just to be viewed from the ground. It was made to be viewed from above. Just as the three pyramids look to the stars above, so too do the three stars above look
This is
down
crazy.
upon the 3 pyramids below.
What does that look like to y'all?
With this clue, you find the true meaning of the Great Pyramid, and unlocking its code will change the entire world. When looking at the Great Pyramid from above, you can see the first hieroglyph, a square,
And
made up of a...
here's the thing. This was made in ancient times, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were made to be seen from above. So what does that tell you?
They had flying vehicles back in ancient Egypt, or or what was it called, Egypt or Kemet? They called it Kemet,
Kemet.
didn't they?
Yeah, Kemet. Now, someone argued that the Egyptians did not make the pyramids, that they inherited the pyramids, and the Kemets made the pyramids. But right now, he's saying the ancient Egyptians. So we'll go with that. But it was an advanced civilization, guys.
And to put it in perspective, sorry to cut you off,
Go for it.
but the Egyptian, empire was older to the Greeks than the Greeks are older than to us. So like,
Right.
Egypt had been standing long before Greece became a thing, and was older. You guys gotta really think about that. Their civilization is older to them than Greece is as old to us.
Yeah, Egypt civilization was ancient to the Greeks when Greece rose in power and all that stuff, and they had that civilization. So as Chloe says, the ancient Egyptians were as ancient to Greece as ancient Greece is ancient to us.
Yeah,
more so. Yeah.
Dad told me that one day, and I was like, "That's wild."
Right. So again, we're going this far back, and the ancient civilization created these pyramids that we cannot create to this very day.
You can't
We don't know.
these.
No, we can't create them, and they made them to be seen from above. So take that. So Nathan White says cats eat birds and birds fly, and when the cats eat the birds, it gains its souls. JK, they could fly and whatnot with otherworldly tech. Yep.
I had a hard time understanding that, and he even mentioned that in. You guys gotta watch the series because it didn't make any sense to me, because I didn't understand how they could see this above. It didn't compute.
Right.
So Rashad's kind of giving me some kind of insight information, but like he talks about it's crazy, y'all. Like I kind of talk about this one thing. So he shows, I think, was the Queen of Egypt. I hate this light. The Queen of Egypt, and it was her face right on a bee's body.
Oh, which is that in this one or that in another?
That's in a different episode.
That's in a different one. Okay.
But and then he was like, "What did the sound of a bee make? What is it similar to?" And he showed the airplane, and it's like, that's crazy. He also showed like the feather or the flowers that look like propellers. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It is nuts. And this is just an intro to it. This is just the intro. It gets way crazier in the later episodes, but we'll keep rolling. But keep that in mind. These things were made to be seen from above in ancient times.
A granite base of stone at the bottom of the pyramid. It is at the base of the pyramid where we find our first clues. Each of the stone blocks at the base of the pyramid stretch in length from end to end in equal measurement on all 4 sides. The measurements are 365.25 Egyptian cubits.
Yeah.
And here is our most illuminating clue. The 365.25 Egyptian cubits represent the solar year counted on Earth.
Yeah. It would have to be something
to the ancients, the sun moved around the Earth 365.25 days to make a year. This is the first clue. The second is found in the circumference of the pyramid, which is 365.2.5 circumferential cubits. These 2 references to the sun and a year will display themselves in the revealing of the pyramid. And when you understand it, you will understand it all.
You pause it real quick.
Yeah.
When looking at the pyramid from above,
What's up, bud?
Did that stick to everybody? Did you hear the measurements
Yeah.
and the circumference?
Mm-hmm.
Now keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I wish I would have called Rashad when I watched this solo dolo in my apartment 2 or 3 years ago. Bro, it was like 2020, wasn't it, when I watched this?
Yeah. It was during COVID. Yeah, it was during
and
COVID.
it's gonna so remember that. Remember the measurements. He's gonna break it down crazy in about 5 minutes here. Maybe two.
Matter of fact, I'll bring it back just a little bit so you can hear it again.
65.25 Egyptian cubits. Each 3 pyramids below.
God damn it. Sorry.
You're good
The base
right
of the pyramid where we find our first clues.
Boom.
Each of the stone blocks at the base of the pyramid stretch in length from end to end in equal measurement on all 4 sides.
That's awesome.
The measurements are 365.25 Egyptian cubits. And here is our most illuminating clue. The 365.25 Egyptian cubits represent the solar year counted on Earth. To the ancients, the sun moved around the Earth 365.25 days to make a year. This is the first clue. The second is found in the circumference of the pyramid, which is 365.2.5 circumferential cubits. These 2 references to the sun and a year will display themselves in the revealing of the pyramid. And when you understand it, you will understand it all. When looking at the pyramid from above, you see a rectangle shape with an X in the center, which divides the pyramid into 4 quarters and 4 sections. If you look at just the outer base, you will see it's a simple square. And the square is a hieroglyph which means space, constellations, and cosmos. What gives it meaning is the consistent measurement of the sun around it. Each side of the pyramid shows the sun's movement in the cosmos. The sun moves around the base of the pyramid, each side by side and year by year, 365.25 days a year.
That's cold.
This means the pyramid was created to reflect something that is found in the cosmos or in the constellations of space. What is different about this hieroglyph is that there are 2 hieroglyphs laying one upon the other. The first hieroglyph, a square, represents space, constellations, and cosmos. The second hieroglyph, a circle with an X in the center, represents a land, a place, or a city. When looking at the pyramid from above, you will see the 2 hieroglyphs laying one upon the other. The view from above will show a square, which means cosmos. And within the square is an X dividing the 4 quarters of the pyramid.
Yeah, Nathan. Yep.
The brilliance is found in the measure, because the circumference at the base of the pyramid creates a solar circle of 365.2.5.
Seen them back then.
When you place this circular measurement upon the X in the square of the cosmos, you will get a message. The Egyptians are telling us that there is something in the cosmos that is important to all of us. A land, a place, or a city in the constellations of space. And this place was so important to the ancients that they spent nearly 20 years building it, so that one day we would know what it means, and that one day we would understand. What place, land, or city is resting in the cosmos, and how do we find it? What opens the meaning of the Great Pyramid of Egypt is curiously found within its walls.
Yep.
Within the pyramid are a king's chamber and a queen's chamber. The king's chamber sets the marker for clues, for within the king's chamber are pyramid inches, which measure wall to wall 365.25 inches.
365.
However, it is the queen's chamber which illuminates the mind, because the queen's measurements in inches
Oh yeah.
are not found on the floors or on the walls,
Oh yeah. The Vatican knows
but
what's up.
instead, it's found in its ascending measurement.
The Vatican knows all this stuff. They know all this stuff. They're not going to tell you about it.
Allegedly. Don't say.
Allegedly. They know.
Allegedly.
They know. I mean, I'm sure those books in that library of Alexandria, I'm sure it had all of this information.
If anybody in the Vatican can get me the Book of Q, let me know. I need to read that.
What's the Book of Q?
The Book of Q, I think it's when John Matthew David, not John Matthew. Who are the three disciples? The disciples who wrote in the book?
Was it Matthew?
John.
John.
I can grab the Bible if I need to, but whoever they were, I forgot their names, but their stories came from the Book of Q.
Okay, is that in the? So the Book of Q is not in the Bible, right?
The Book of Q is not in the Bible, but their stories came from the Book of Q, according to something I saw. You know, you get into this stuff, you see things while you read.
Right.
If Pops are watching, my bad. I still got to read the Book of Enoch. I've been slacking, but anyway.
Yeah, that's a very interesting read. I got to reread it. All right, here we go. So they're talking about the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber,
and the measurements of on the right. If you're looking at it on the right side, they're talking about the measurements of that, whatever that space is. I believe, right?
Right here, Kobe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Seriously, from the floor to the ceiling is 364 pyramid inches. And that is the clue. The pyramid base in the King's Chamber represents the sun, and the Queen's Chamber represents the bride of the sun, the moon. And the moon followed a 364-day calendar in ancient Egypt. The number 364 was a very holy number to the Egyptians, and thus its usage indicates that we are looking for something that is very holy. That is the clue, and it means that we are looking for something in the cosmos which travels like the sun or the moon. And how we find it is not in its years, but in its degrees. We are looking for an ancient star which travels in a 364-degree path. And remarkably, this object is very easy to find. In ancient Sumer, Babylon, and Egypt, knowledge of the constellations and their astronomical charts were well known. So to find this mystery star was not hard to do at all. The star found in the search was called Enlil. And in the ancient astronomy of the Babylonians and the Egyptians, they marked that this star followed a 364-degree path. And what is most important about this star is that this star represented a god. The closer you get to the knowledge of this star, the closer you get to understanding the Egyptians and understanding all things. Where you find this star is where you find the end to the mystery of the Great Pyramid of Egypt. The star of Enlil represented an ancient god of Sumer, Babylon, and Egypt. And this god is not alone. Enlil is accompanied by two other gods of the ancient world.
What's their names?
Anu and Ea. These gods may seem foreign to you right now, but time will illuminate your understanding.
I do got a good quick question. Is Ea, that's the same as Enki, right?
That's Enki, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah. Because Anu is Enlil Enki's father.
Yeah, Anu is based, all father. Anu means all father.
Right.
If you've been watching, they talk about Anu, I believe in our Jesus Anunnaki story or the Bible one. I can't remember which one they discuss Anu. Anu is the father of Enki and Enlil.
Yep. And when we covered the Anunnakis, we spoke about Anu, Enki, and Enlil. Or Ea, I think Enki, Ea.
That was like an older episode.
Yeah, that's like when we first started.
We're gonna have to probably dig that one up a little bit more.
Right.
Anyways,
All right, we'll keep going.
These three gods represent the meaning of the three pyramids of Egypt, and they tell us why the Egyptians built the pyramids. The gods of the ancient world are not so ancient, because these three gods are still the gods of our world. The first god, whose name is Enlil, in time became Enlil, and Enlil became Elohim. The god Anu, which means creator or all-powerful, is today called
Elohim. Isn't that what they call the gods in Hebrew?
Yeah,
Isn't that plural?
Yeah, those are the pantheon of gods in the
So
Hebrew.
why would he be called Elohim? Like, why would they narrate? Why would Damon say this? This is kind of what Damon. I never heard anybody else call it that.
Right. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Perhaps the Hebrews got the word Elohim from this. You know what I mean? I don't think it's vice versa.
And you see, Anu is God the Almighty.
Right.
He's saying he pops.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. This is so interesting. If you've been watching our show or walking with us, this should be very interesting to you.
Yeah, he's Zeus, he's Odin, he's all of those things. And who's the god of who's the Roman god? Is it Jupiter? They might be Jupiter. It's the
Jupiter or Saturn.
Yeah, one of those two are the Roman gods, but it's all pantheon of gods. So
I wish I knew more about African tribes and how they believe. I'm pretty sure. Well, you mentioned one of them, but I wonder. I don't know. We can talk about that after this episode.
Cool. All right, let's get it.
God Almighty, and the third god was called Ea, which is pronounced Ea, and it became Yah, and Yah became Yahweh. Today, one of these stars is now named Moth Allah, as it is said to be.
I don't know about that.
That goes against what we believe.
Yeah.
Yahweh and Elohim are the same.
That's the same thing.
Same thing.
Because he's from that pantheon.
Okay.
Okay. Nathan White says Jupiter, Odin, or Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday.
I didn't know that Wednesday was an all father. Did not know that. Learn something new every day.
Our days are named after these. If y'all don't think it's deeper than rap, I don't know what to tell you. Man.
Right.
It's weird. That's weird, man.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So we'll just go with I don't agree with the whole Yahweh thing, but we'll go with it.
It doesn't really matter in the end of the conversation. What he's trying to get at doesn't matter.
It does not at all. It does not at all. I think the E is inky, but that's a whole other thing. We'll keep going.
The place where one met Allah. These three gods are the eternal gods of this earth. And when humanity was young, they came down to them and walked with them and taught them how to build and to write and to create. But more importantly, they taught them of the skies.
If you look close, the king is sitting on the llama. That's the king.
Mm-hmm.
He's royalty. So that means these guys are not human. Those giant things, those aren't humans.
Nope.
Or, well, I guess that's not true, right? If according to the Sumerians, that we are from them. But anyway, they'll shut up.
Yeah, but they're not human. They're
not human. Yeah.
Yeah. We are part of them. We got their essence from them. But yeah, they're not Homo sapiens. But we're made in their image.
Watching this again, knowing the stuff I know, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. It opens up that third eye even more because first when you're watching it, you didn't have all the knowledge that you have now, and now you can see the comparisons, and you have a better understanding of what he's talking about.
Yep.
So, all right.
Where they came. In these ancient star charts, we find the home of the gods of this earth, and they are all found near the Andromeda Galaxy. The home of the gods, Elohim, Yahweh, and the Creator are all found as 3 separate stars. And each star is aligned in the cosmos as a constellation the Egyptians would call a pyramid constellation. We of our day would call this configuration of 3 stars a triangle or triangulum constellation. This triangle of the 3 gods is why the Egyptians built the pyramid, and why they chose the shape of the triangle or the pyramid. Many on earth believe the pyramids were made to honor pharaohs and queens. They were not. The pyramids were not made to honor men and women, but rather they were made to honor God. The gods can look down from the heavens and see what man has done, and they will know he honors them. And more importantly, it demonstrates that they remember all that they were taught about the stars and of the house where God dwells. The Great Pyramid of Egypt is the greatest altar ever erected to any god on the face of the earth. A simple and yet powerful gesture of praise, where one massive stone is laid upon another, even unto the heights of the heavens. It is from this work where all other religions give the same honor to their God. Every holy man from the birth of the pyramid until today would also honor their God in this same manner, by placing one stone upon another as an altar to their God. The magnificence of this knowledge is tempered by an equally astounding discovery adjacent to the house of God. There is another constellation of stars just below the house of God, and this constellation is the root of all understanding. The beginning of this understanding is found in the first civilization on earth, Sumeria. Dating back some 5,000 years, we find our first clues to the brilliance of ancient man. In Sumerian reliefs, we find pictograms of angelic beings giving honor to a very strange and underdeveloped tree. In ancient Babylon, we also find pictograms of angelic beings attending to a tree of very unusual design. In ancient Egypt, we also find the god Osiris and the goddess Isis giving and receiving blessing while standing in a very peculiar-looking tree.
Same creatures.
These pictograms created by the ancients were pictures of life as they knew it. And these pictograms were not made to be art. They serve as a written record of what they saw in their day on this earth.
So all of that's the tree of life. And even the Norse gods talk about that.
In the Sumerian, they show this bird-like creature.
Mm-hmm.
Babylon, they don't show him, but then they show in Egypt the same type of creature.
Yeah.
The same type of people tending to the tree of life.
Right.
I don't think they think that's just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
The Sumerians were here way before Egypt.
Right. Right.
And I think that would be modern day Iraq.
Yeah. Yeah. Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, look, and right. And they're ancient to ancient Egypt. Sumeria is ancient to ancient Egypt. So these people are telling you what's going on or what happened. Let's see. Nathan said that the tree that grows from itself. Wow, that's deep.
And I have ideas about. I think I put it in cap or not, but I'm like, man, there's evidence of this tree. I think there's evidence of it.
I think you told me about that, right? The trunk.
Yeah, I mean, multiple roots and trunks probably.
But it looks like a mountain, right?
They look like mountains. They look like they're cut out. Like, man, we'll see what people think.
We'll get to it. We're almost through the episode. We're almost through
I
this.
think, man, and this is telling you God's, man, we'll just play it out. We only got 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
The true appreciation of these pictograms is found in what is actually being seen in each relief. They all tell the same story of a God symbol above an eccentric-looking tree with angels around it. All the pictures of trees in Sumeria, Egypt, and Babylon look very unusual, and their branches seem to have strange bulb-like flowers. The reason these trees look so unusual and so bizarre is because they are not really trees at all.
Like Nate's comment.
I like what Nate said. You want to pull that up?
Yeah.
Nathan White says maybe it's not a tree, but a catalyst to carry information, hence the branches and whatnot. I like that comment. Perhaps.
Maybe it's both.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be both and. This is very interesting. I don't see how people cannot be interested in this.
And
I mean,
there's a lot of fiction, a lot of video games. My favorite game of all time, Elden Ring, was the center of the game, the Elden Tree.
Really?
There's always watch Hollywood. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean, even
stuff.
And Avatar.
Remember
that they went and blew that tree up?
Yeah.
When the first Avatar,
Goku and the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
When he fights his twin, whatever. They're telling you this stuff in media, and we just go, whatever. That was cool.
You just keep it pushing. Guys, get your head out of the sand. This is a time for enlightenment. So those of you that are on with us and have joined us, we appreciate it as we go through this to the third
entertain our gibberish,
our gibberish and our nerdiness and all this. But we want the truth.
Man, it's out here, bro. It is starting to feel like it's starting to connect the dots. We don't even was talking about this stuff.
Right. All right, keep going.
To begin to grasp this precious knowledge, all one has to do is look for the angels and the God symbol, which is always above the tree. These pictograms give us a clue as to why the tree is found all over the ancient world, and why the Egyptians used the tree to create the Great Pyramid.
Those are giant celestials.
The tree is always depicted beneath God, and we now know where the house of God is found. If we look to the triangulum constellation of the three gods, we will find that right beneath the God of creation is a constellation of stars called the Tree of Life. The Great Pyramid was built to honor God, but buried within its construction is one of its greatest secrets. The secret is the fact that the pyramid was created for the gods and the Tree of Life. The reason the pictogram shows gods and angels attending to the Tree of Life is because it is where all life comes from. It is the birthplace of mankind, and it is where the Creator created his first man. This knowledge has been lost for thousands of years, and it is the Great Pyramid of Egypt which reveals its true glory.
I would argue billions of years.
The Great Pyramid of Egypt is replete with markers and clues for this generation to find. We know the pyramid was made as a triangle to honor the constellation of our God. But why so many stones? That is the clue which truly unravels the mystery. Each stone weighs 2.5 tons, and a completed pyramid used a total of 2.5 million stones. Why 2.5? 2.5 tons, 2.5 million stones.
I forgot about this part.
The Egyptians were sending us a message, and the message is that there is a place, land, or city in the cosmos.
I love that music.
And they are telling us how to get there. At the base of the pyramid, there are equal measurements of 365.25 cubits all around the pyramid. This clue is
This
left
Lord
to
of the
us to
Rings?
indicate
Yep.
an accurate
That's what I'm
time of
right.
the sun's travel in the cosmos. The sun travels around the cosmos 365.25 days a year, and each block of stone represents one solar year. The pyramid is telling us that there is something in the cosmos that we should see, and that it is 2.5 million Egyptian stones from the earth. Each stone represents one sun year. So in order to find the tree of life in the cosmos, the pyramid is telling us it has a distance of 2.5 million.
What's up?
So I want you to think about that. Chat. Sun year. What does that make you think of? Because it's not just a regular year, right? Sun year. So remember that. He's talking about those stones represent 2.5, right? 2.5 sun year.
Right.
Or it equals 1 year. Those stone equals 1 year.
One sun year.
2.5 sun years.
Mm.
So think, right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right.
Sun years from the earth. An ancient journey to the constellation of the Tree of Life would take the Egyptians 2.5 million sun years to reach it. The Egyptians would call this expanse of travel sun years, but we of our tongue would say it would take us 2.5 million light years to reach it. If you search the constellation maps, you will find the distance from the Earth and our galaxy to Andromeda and the Tree of Life is exactly 2.5 million light years from Earth.
Oh, Lord.
To confirm this conception, all one has to do is look at these Babylonian reliefs. In these reliefs, they show angels honoring a strange tree with branches yielding 29 equally strange flowers. In actuality, those are not flowers hanging from the Tree of Life at all. No, not flowers. They are actually stars, and 29 in all. If you count the stars in the constellation of the Tree of Life, you will find, just as in this pictogram, there are exactly 29 stars. It is the constellation of the Tree of Life, and it is the place of our birth. It is where we were born and where we were made. The first man and the first woman sing a song of our birth, and our birth is born in the understanding of our origins and from whence we've come. An understanding that has been here for nearly 5,000 years, locked away within finely cut.
And what's that thing that we pulled up a few weeks ago, that human DNA according to Moore's law, right?
It's 9 billion years old, yeah.
Right, that our DNA is 9 billion years old, but Earth is only 4.5 billion years old. You do the math.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Cut and measured blocks of stone.
Right.
It is the place of our birth and the house of our God, and what knowledge is greater than this? We as a people now know where the gods dwell, and also where the kingdom of our Creator lives. And we as a species now know the name of this place that is found in the constellations of the cosmos, and we now know it is called
a galaxy far, far away.
Heaven.
Yep.
We have lived to see our faith fulfilled and our dreams of heaven realized. We now know the distance and the measure that leads to heaven and the kingdom of God. We now know where the throne of Almighty God rests, and the city within where the angels reside. It is the beauty of intellect and the power of reason, and none of these things would ever be were it not for the pyramid. A debt of gratitude to the flesh and bone and the chisel and stone. For the work of Egypt is a masterwork, and a work for the master. In these days, we will dream of this place and all the secrets it holds. We will wonder in the fantasy found in its reality. And even as we wonder, we will aspire to go there. And when the years have passed and mankind has grown and matured, we will set our hearts on this place that is found in the stars. However, when we are able to leap into the cosmos and to traverse the heavens and the stars at will, it is then that we must fully understand that this beautiful knowledge and this precious wisdom comes with only one warning. Do not enter.
Uh-oh.
And this precious wisdom
I don't get what he
comes
means
with only one warning. In these days, we will dream of this place
about how we
and
should
all
travel
the
and
secrets
stuff.
it holds.
Yeah.
We will wonder in the fantasy found in its reality. And even as we wonder, we will aspire to go there. And when the years have passed and mankind has grown and matured, we will set our hearts on this place that is found in the stars. However, when we are able to leap into the cosmos and to traverse the heavens and the stars at will, it is then that we must fully understand that this beautiful knowledge and this precious wisdom comes with only one warning. Do not enter.
So we're not supposed to go. Yeah, I had to hear that back. Like, why would he say that? All right, y'all. So that's that. That is the Knowledge of the Forever Time, episode 1, and Damon T speaks about the ancient pyramids and their meaning and the tree of life. So, what'd you think, bro?
I mean, I think it kind of like somewhat backs up the stuff we say. I mean, not everything, but I think people better start kind of perking their ears up, and I think it just puts a name and a place to places that are talked about in the Bible. I mean, Jesus talks about a place, you know what I mean, where we can go, and
he does.
It's off this planet, and it's far, far away, and it's exactly what he's kind of saying. You know? Yeah,
what he said.
But we wouldn't be able to survive that, right? So,
right.
Technology to essentially cut time. That's what you would kind of need to do. You need to like just create wormholes to get into places and stuff like that because that's too far away. But I love this. I love this video, man. I think the tree of life is pretty powerful, especially if you've seen how stars are born, and you know that our molecules are made from stars. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. They're telling you, man. They're telling you without telling you.
Yeah, we're made from star stuff.
You can get mad if you want, but it doesn't take away from anything, I don't think, but people be getting upset about that.
I don't think so. I think it better explains it.
If God made you, wouldn't you be made from something like that? Like, wouldn't you? Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's a good. Like, it gets deeper and deeper in episode 2. And in episode 2, he brings you back into caves. And so we'll watch that, and he'll show you, like, nah, it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap, yo.
Right, it is. And episode 2 is kind of scary.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, episode 2 is low-key scary. You're like, ooh, okay. Yeah, Nathan. There you go. It adds depth to all of these religions and and mythologies and all that. Close to surround sound. But it's deep, guys.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
It is very
like analogy. It brings more to it. Like Christianity is a good song, but listen to a good song on a good system.
Yep.
You could hear the drums and the bass and
Mm.
the beat and the different the people saying on the like you know what I'm saying at the shouts and the ad libs and the
Yeah.
people
The
singing over
harmonies.
and harmonizing. Like when you get that, that's what I feel about when I look at all this other stuff when it comes to religion. Like
Right.
and how it doesn't like people like I think the big thing about Christianity in America or anywhere, they want to discredit other religions and essentially this kind of stuff doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't discredit everybody, it doesn't discredit anybody else.
Nope.
And but also doesn't discredit Christianity. I
Mm-mm, definitely not.
mean, so and historical facts back up the fact Yahshua walked around. So I don't know what people are scared of, honestly.
Yeah, agree, agree. Nathan White said they have the same rhythm played together. It makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, they do. They do. A lot of the religions, they all have the same rhythm, and this kind of just ties it together. I think, well, more sense. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Thank you, Nate. I think Nate's
mm,
kind of like how we think. It makes more
mm,
sense when you look at stuff like this. It
yep.
like when you're especially within in a time we live in with technology and AI and things kind of like discrediting the Bible a little bit in a sense. And like when you start getting this kind of information, it adds depth to it. It make you think like, oh, maybe the Bible was written to control us.
Hmm.
Doesn't take it the fact doesn't take away Christianity, doesn't take away
No.
from Jesus. I'm just saying the Bible might have been and
Mhm.
we know it's been tampered with. That's the thing I don't understand. We know it's been changed. We
Everybody
know
knows it's been
factually the
changed.
Bible has been changed.
Yeah. Everybody knows it. It's common knowledge.
So
It's
then why
common
do we get
knowledge.
mad at people when people question people that well, it's the truth? According to like how do you
According
change
to
your
who?
mind and say it's the truth?
Right. Right. And then you got the different what's it, denominations or whatever. Like,
That's different conversation. Yeah.
right, right. So what's that all about? And then like, well, you're like, well, the Bible says this and that. Well, those are the Catholics. Those are the Catholics. We don't do. Oh, wait, well, wait, wait a minute. You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. Like, what are we
I mean you
talking
can.
about
I'm
here?
not saying you can't, but it's like when do you stop picking and choosing when you feel like okay there that's what it you know what I mean
Right.
when it fits my needs that's when I can
Yeah,
pick
fit
and
your
choose
needs and your narrative. Yeah.
and
Nathan said, we have lived in the bubble of modern times, and now we're realizing that the bubble is an illusion. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. It is.
we have people who claim they're Christian but don't do anything but then they don't want to help people then
Hmm.
how I don't understand doesn't make any sense you don't want to help people but you're Christian yeah
Right.
okay
They want to live in their bubble, like they just said. No personal buddy. uh,
oh man
so yeah, 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 yeah. And so we'll bring back Damon T. We're not gonna beat you guys up with them every week, but
I
we'll
wish we
sprinkle in
should
the
have.
episode.
Man, I
We
love that
should.
stuff, boy.
We'll sprinkle them in. We'll keep it a little lighter. Probably next week, but yeah, this is just some deep stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. I started this podcast wanting to talk about spooky and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
this stuff is way more interesting to me, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why,
Yeah.
but I don't like. Yeah, like I just think that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna shut up about it, man.
You
It
can't.
is. This stuff is dope, bro. If you
Yeah,
start getting your head out of your ass and start like open up your mind and start thinking about like how like man how Jesus talks about manifesting and
hmm.
then there's tests that that science are doing.
Lord.
Facts, though. But no, like there's scientists testing that theory basically and saying, "Oh yeah, I mean it's yeah, yeah."
Right. Yeah.
Like it's crazy,
Like we
man.
can't refute it. You know.
Look up the double slit test.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, man. You want to talk about reality breaker? That will melt your mind because basically It's basically saying that you're in a simulation. It's pretty much proving the fact that you're in a simulation,
It's crazy, man.
which is wild. A lot of people can't. But people want to stay in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? They want to stay plugged in. Well, I understand that. You know what I mean? I get it.
Why
I
do
get
you
it.
want to
You
stay
know,
plugged in? Explain. All right, here. You want
you
to stay
fear what you don't
plugged in,
understand.
but you watch Neo do what he did unplugged. Are you
Right.
crazy? I want to be
Right.
Neo. I don't want to
Yeah,
be
me too.
plugged in. I'm
Right.
trying to fly.
Yeah,
I'm
me
trying
too.
to catch bullets. What are
Right.
we talking about? I
Yeah,
want to be
man.
plugged
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Take the
Yeah.
shades off.
Yeah. I'm trying to stop time.
You know why? Because if you unplug, that means you have to look at yourself and all your flaws.
Hmm.
And that's the hard part for most people. They lean on their
Yeah.
faith, they lean on that because they don't want to look at themselves and be like, God damn it, that was just me. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
They don't want
Right.
to do that. They want to
They
be like,
don't
oh,
want
I'm redeemed from that. I'm not that person, but yet I do the same thing that I was doing then now. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. They don't want to evolve. I like Nathan's comment here again. CERN is a blessing and a curse. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they doing. No, what CERN is gonna unleash something.
And we don't have to deal with it.
CERN is gonna unleash Cthulhu.
And we showed y'all the portal they were opening.
Hmm.
That was wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, there's so much stuff
Yeah.
going on, y'all. Y'all better
It's
stay woke and not
yeah.
just, you know what I'm saying, not in just the political, stay woke,
Yeah.
question everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy out here.
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's funny. We were we at our not I'm not supposed to talk about work on these podcasts, but this is simple. We always do like an icebreaker or whatever, and the icebreaker today was if you could go back in time, who would you want to meet, and what if you could go back in time, what period would you want to go back to, and who would you want to meet? And everybody's saying, just like like, hey, I want to meet, I want to go back to the 40s and meet Babe Ruth or whenever Babe Ruth's around, or I want to meet Jesus. A lot of people said they want to meet Jesus, and I said, yeah, I want to go to ancient Sumeria and ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet and Mesopotamia and meet the Anunnaki aliens that created humans. You should see my team's face. They were like, and then one guy was like, "You just slid that in there, huh?"
I mean, y'all saying you want to meet Jesus.
I want to meet the people who created him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, let's see here. What if Keanu started to lose his mind as he got older and changed reality into a fun park or whatever shit?
We be all in trouble.
I don't think that you can lose your mind and once you break out of the matrix. Because you're in control of all your facilities. If you're plugged in, you're not. So
I get that. I definitely get that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, but that's Nathan's just tongue in cheek.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, man, I'm trying to be Neo. That's what I'm gonna start saying now. Like I was trying to be, I don't know, civilians out here.
Yeah,
Can't be me.
Like, bro, like this. I mean, this is some crazy stuff, and like you said, like this show was supposed to be about the spooky, the paranormal, and things like that.
And it still is. But
it is. But when we get into our conversations, we're not talking about that. We talk about this stuff.
We don't, because it's kind of like
you can make it whatever you want.
Shit, you see something spooky, we gonna run.
Yeah, we're not hanging out with that.
There's not much to talk about that other than laugh, right?
Right.
Which we get to do in Cap or Nah, but I mean the ghost stories we run into, we're always just like, why they dig up the Ouija board under the house and use it? Like, well, doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
But hey, so like, it's not much to say
about
that. But
right, you only take too much. And it's the same story pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's copy and paste.
Yeah.
When you get into that. So
yeah, I agree.
But this stuff is really just trying to connect the dots and find out what the heck is going on. How can I open that third eye? Um, let's see here. What did nature say? Nature said, look deeper into the tree of life, where stone structures weren't the thing in the culture. Deeper in the tree of life, where stone structures weren't the thing in the culture. What do you mean, Nathan?
Yeah,
Like where monoliths weren't?
yeah, that. I'm wondering what that's what he means. But
Um,
man, I know. I wonder what my homies think of this. Like, who the hell is this dude that like never talks about this stuff with me? I mean, I bet they're just like, I don't know, man. I'd be cold switching, bro. But
yeah, oh yeah, me too.
if you wanna, like, I like all
Mhm.
topics. I love a lot of topics. I could sit and
Definitely.
talk about weightlifting with y'all all day, but this is the stuff, man, that I kind of like. This is really interesting stuff, man, because it makes me think about my creation, I think,
Yeah,
and reality and parallel universes, and you know what I'm saying. It's basically kind of telling us, if you guys aren't picking up, that this ain't the last time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do something else. Like, I think you're gonna move to a different level of living, and you live that out, and you do a different one. Know what I mean? So it's meant.
right. I I will look into that deeper into that, Nathan. But on this, Damon, he didn't even get into the the pyramids that are in South America.
Olmec statues.
Yeah, he didn't even
Getting
talk
into what goes with why we get into like what goes down in America,
Mhm.
like, and structures in America that we have here. Man, it's crazy, yo.
Yeah. It's a wild, wild world out there, guys. So we're gonna get into game for the game. I can't. Where's my thing
Game
at?
for the gang.
They're gonna get into the game for the gang. And some stuff is not gonna be about anything scary or freaky. Just open up your mind.
Some game. This is for the
Yeah,
game, yeah.
this is for the game.
We should
So
put you on game.
yeah, so the first one is called "This Place Should Not Exist." I don't remember what this is. All right, let's check it out.
It shouldn't exist. This place shouldn't be here. Machu Picchu,
Ooh, this is dope. Yeah.
the only city in the area that's 8,000 feet high. Yana Picchu is even higher. Before we try and explain how they got the rock to do that, you got to explain why it was a priority to put doorways that go nowhere in the temple.
Right.
This rock right here is what really gets me, though. How do you get that up there?
Right.
How did they know the same techniques as another culture across the globe? Why is the older stuff more advanced than the newer stuff?
Doesn't make
I don't
sense.
see iPhones getting worse. I wouldn't know how to get water up here, but their fountains
did.
still work.
Right.
We only know how they did it because we 3D scanned it. Not only did they know how to get it up there, they delivered it to the citizens via art. No one gives these guys enough credit. They thought these were for food or like grain, grinding grain up. They fill up with water one day and someone notices the angle at which they reflect. Built them to observe sections of the sky during specific times of the year.
That's crazy.
Through the windows of the surrounding building. And then we realize the whole place is aligned to the sky, celestial events. Here's the deal. When someone comes in and takes all your stuff, then enslaves your people, they get to write your story and make your people look like idiots.
Yep.
South America, Africa, India. Strange that they all have some form of this guy.
Native Americans.
All of them just so happen to have the most unexplainable stuff. Utterly unsatisfactory explanations for what it was. All of which make the natives look inferior.
All the same.
Tell you what doesn't.
And Damon T talked about that statue.
I'm just gonna say it. It shouldn't exist. This place.
Yeah, he gets into that, don't he?
Yep. Man, I don't know what. Maybe it's me smoking. I'm so passionate tonight, but I'm telling y'all, man, like it's something going on.
No.
It's something going on, man. And just like the Native Americans, I'm telling you, they were probably more advanced than we think they were.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They were probably way more advanced than we think they were.
Yep. Absolutely. They weren't barbarians, though. That's the
peaceful civilizations usually are more technology advanced.
Yep.
In peaceful ways, if that makes sense. Not barbaric ways.
Not barbaric. Yeah. And so you'd be like, well, Well, if they were so advanced, how did people come and take their land? Because they were not warriors. They were
They're
not.
pacifists, yeah.
They're pacifists. They were those type of acts never occurred to them.
I mean, you can look at history. Look at what the Moors did for Spain. Look what Spain ultimately did to the Moors.
Right.
Spain made them a technology wonderland, and then they kicked out all the Moors because they were racist.
Yep, because they're racist. Yep.
And we didn't trip. The Moors weren't tripping. I don't know about the Moors, but they weren't tripping because they had their places. And they were in America. They're everywhere else. They dipped. But I mean, I'm not gonna get into that today. I'm gonna shut up.
And that's why in Spain, that's why they are darker colored.
That's why in Italy they're darker colored.
Yep.
The Moors.
Yeah.
That's why do you think they hate what are they? They're not Sicilians. Why didn't they hate black people in Italy?
Right.
Why?
Why does everybody hate black people?
Why does everybody hate black people?
Yeah. But nobody wants to ask those questions.
I mean, black. I mean, I'm not talking about. I'm gonna shut up. Let's move on.
All right. So the next one is origin. I don't subscribe to everything that this guy is saying. Okay, but I found some of the things he was saying interesting. So, check it out. Let's see.
Like and subscribe, and if you do, hit the bell notification for our rambles.
Please do. So yeah, so I don't subscribe to everything he's saying, but he said some stuff I found interesting. So let's go.
Thing about this world, everything here always been here. In the Bible, it said that God created the world. He created the world, but He created a firmament. I know what a firmament is. It's a fucking dome. It's a top. It means you can't get out. And the Bible talk about the firmament, talk about you living in the fucking dome. So everybody that think the earth spin, I'm gonna tell you right there, you're a goddamn lie. It can't spin. We in a dome. The only thing that moves is like the sun and shit. But that's what the Bible says, because the Bible is true. Can I get an amen? Every book known the man came from Anunnaki tablets. Anunnaki tablets, they kind of like change everything.
But where you learn that?
They control you. I learned it from God.
What God?
The real God, not the demigod you serve. Not the God of this world. See, I serve a God that's a woman. God, a woman named Sophia. And God made somebody, right? And she made like a male energy. And this male energy that she made thought like he was bigger than everybody.
Boy, tweaking.
Felt like he was the best. She's like, no. She locked him in the firmament. He got inside this firmament. He said, I'm bigger than you. I am the God. So he said, you know what? He created angels. He created heaven. He created hell. He created everything. And he said it was good. But then he created Adam. But when he created Adam, he knows he couldn't get life in Adam. Adam couldn't breathe. So Sophia came down and blew life into Adam. Adam came up, said it was good. He took Adam real. Adam was asleep, made a woman. Woman got up, everything good. They running around, they naked, shit good. But one day, the woman seen Sophia. She seen Sophia. Sophia say, no, that's not God. You trapped. No women. She go back and say, look, nigga, you think we trapped? He said, we gotta be trapped. Fake God said, I'm gonna curse you now, bitch. Forever. Yo, gonna hurt when you have babies because you told this nigga the truth. And then, y'all gonna die early because you told this nigga the truth. Don't tell him the truth. The demigod is not really God. Created all of this. How I know this, I talked to Sophia. And Sophia had Anunnakis, and they got like tablets. And they took all of these tablets and they made the Bible, the Quran, all the shit. Keep you in like heaven and hell. Because heaven and hell, you don't want to go to neither. I tell you that. Because if you go to either, you're stuck. Because all of them was made by the fake God. That's what I'm on. One thing about this world.
So a lot of stuff he was talking was craziness, but he talks about the God that is over God. Because you know that they've all but taken the female God entity out of all religions. And there is a story. There is a story about a female God. And there's Bill right there.
It felt like that. Holy was just sitting there, just like
you got to get past the nuttiness. You got to get past nuttiness. He's telling you about another God that existed.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia.
The nigga said Sophia and Jesus. I can rock with it. That's for that. I don't know what he's talking about.
But there is a story about a female entity that is God or equal to this guy in the sky.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. That don't bother me, but just the way he was saying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sound like a
And the
duck.
way homie is sitting there, I wouldn't have laughed if they didn't cut to him just like, why you look like
But say,
that?
the monotheist religion is not a true thing. No, sir, it is not. It is not. And the fact that it is male driven is crazy.
It's weird. And God said it.
Right.
I am part of the Elohim.
Right.
I am the God of the Israelites.
There are multiples. So
I am the God, the true
Mhm.
God. Wait. So hold up.
it's like, but hold on, wait a minute though. But there's got to be two. There's got to be two to create.
Now here's my thing. I'll rock with you if you are rocking with, I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? You're a good dude. I'll rock with you.
Mhm.
If you're not a good dude, I can't talk to somebody else.
Right.
If you don't
Right.
fit my schema, then hey,
Yeah.
change.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Nathan.
that's true.
You have to go through a woman to exist.
And a lot of Native Americans, that includes Black people in America,
Mhm.
believed in women deities and all types of stuff. Man,
Got
I
it.
had to read some more about that. But
Yeah, Gaia, Mother Earth. So I think you sent me this one. Maybe you didn't. If you didn't, my bad. But I thought this was really cool.
yeah, I did send you this too.
You did send me this one. Okay. So reptilians explained in this forgotten cartoon. This was so cool. So check this out, y'all.
Creatures who deceive the humans in the name of God were reptile-like aliens called reptilians. The reptilians like to eat the animals of Earth and occasionally enjoyed eating human flesh too.
They brainwashed the Earthlings by using the name of God, when their true intentions were to invade and overtake the Earth.
But this was a violation of the Universal Code, which states that no planet should interfere with any other planet as long as its people live
I've heard
with
of
the
this
spirit
before.
of love and harmony.
They cunningly devised a plan that would not breach the Universal Code.
They brainwashed individuals and used them to instigate disorder in society.
Brother.
This gave the reptilians a reason to interfere. They intended to have their compatriots immigrate to Earth so they could control the planet before the space police interfered.
Creatures who deceive the humans.
So I've heard a more fleshed out version of that. I think this movie. I think I sent you the movie. It's like 2-something hours.
Yeah.
And this kind of just wraps it up in a nutshell, though. But yeah. These reptilian beings, if they exist, apparently they don't like us very much. They're trying to make our lives miserable here. So, and
guard your thoughts, guard your feelings. Your energy creates and determines so much about life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
I disagree. I say you push out the positivity everywhere you go, and if they don't like it, F them. They're probably, if they can't rock with you being confident and positive, then something wrong with them, I feel.
Yeah, we are not allowed to engage. Well, you're not a reptilian, are you, Nathan?
V is your victory, Nathan.
Right. But these reptilians, man, or these draconians. I mean, just about every civilization, talks about them. And they're talked about all over the world, different countries and that. So I don't know. I don't know. Some of us are hybrids, Nathan. Some of us are hybrid. They I don't know if you ever heard the term using my reptilian brain or that. You ever heard that term before?
No.
It's a term that that people use.
I feel like
because
maybe I have, actually.
Yeah, like our brains are fairly similar, I guess. I don't know. Probably not sensitive. I don't know. I don't know, man. They come in all shapes and sizes and color. So possibly, who knows? uh, and then Bo sent me this. What do you think about? What do you think about this? And this has got nothing to do with any aliens or anything like that. This is I call this citizenship. Tell me what you think.
So-called gold card program, visa program. You've heard about this? He's offering residency and a path to citizenship for $5 million. This is not an immigration policy, it's a fire sale. Citizenship is just another product on the shelf. I mean, why not tweak that program? Allow Americans to sell their citizenship for $5 million. Now that makes sense. Let struggling Americans get paid and move out of that country with their newfound millions. That's a program I could get behind. Imagine if, for instance, just say 10% of African Americans could sell their citizenship for $5 million each. That's roughly 5 million new millionaires, $25 trillion between them. You can get a Dominican citizenship for an investment of just $100,000. You could make the Dominican Republic $25 trillion richer overnight. You know, I'm just saying African Americans because they have the most obvious reasons for being interested in selling their citizenship since they don't get much out of it in the first place. But if you offered a program like that in reality, well, I think that you'd see that country empty out. I mean, ask yourself, if you're an American, what would you rather have? American citizenship or $5 million? $5 million and the opportunity to get citizenship elsewhere and have all the safety and all the security that comes with being that rich. Retaining your citizenship is never going to secure for you that kind of wealth. It's never going to secure that kind of wealth for you. It's never going to give you that kind of freedom, and it's never going to give you that kind of security. And I think you know it. I think you ought to demand the right to sell your citizenship, since he's already treating it like a product, like an asset that can be bought and sold. So why can't the people who already possess that asset, who already have that product, why can't they sell it? Isn't that capitalism? Isn't that the free market? Forget about selling it. If American citizenship is worth $5 million, well, shouldn't we be entitled to a refund?
Yeah, can I invest that?
I sure never got $5 million worth of value from my citizenship. Did you?
Not.
Well, I think the government ought to buy it back, just like corporations, you know, with their share buybacks and so on. You can have it. Give me that $5 million and we'll be on our way. Who wouldn't go for that deal? Well, you see that whole country depopulated within days.
Here's the thing. I like it if the majority of Black people leave. If we all say 42, like I'm talking about, only way I'm saying 43 million foundational Black Americans because we're the ones from here. Because if you migrated here, like your family did, I mean that's also your decision if you want to leave too. But I'm saying like the ones that were from who are descendants of freedmen. If we all left, I'm rocking with it. If like half of us stay here and half of us don't, hopefully we can get it. We gotta get it popping somewhere. That's the thing I'm worried about. I don't want to go somewhere and not get it popping like it was in America. Black people made it popping here.
They did. Well, they got countries that want us to move there. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Nathan White said, "You're not safe if you have no country and 5 million,
no army to back you." Yeah, like the whole.
There's also someone that will exploit you. If all Black Americans left, we would lose a third of our culture.
It would wreck America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting concept, you know, that he speaks of. Because like he said, and the reason why he brought up African Americans is that we don't get a whole lot out of our citizenship, and it's hard to explain to people who are not African American. You know what I mean? Well, what's the difference? Trust me, there's a difference.
We're twice as likely to get put over by the police during the day as it would be at night. Check out the Veil of Darkness study. We literally get pulled over at the same rate at night, but during the day we get to put over twice as much. For most of the time, for no reason.
Right.
Most Black people get acquitted from their prison sentences because they were innocent. A lot of them we lead in that, I mean, it's weird. It's weird. So I get the concept from a logical perspective, but being a person without a country, that's tough.
That's tough
And if
too.
you don't,
Yeah.
and if like I've heard a lot of people get scammed in African countries that
I've heard that too.
they've been told they can go to. So I'm not saying that's all Africa. Like I would definitely ask a homie who's African, like, hey, where are we going? Like,
It's just
where are we
legit.
rocking?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, can I rock or what you think? Like, I'm definitely gonna get some information from somebody from there. But
Mm.
I would love to go to Africa. Like, I would love to like maybe somewhere like Kenya or
Yeah.
somewhere like maybe somewhere in the Europe, like Germany. I heard they like black people in Germany a lot. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Where's Akon from? I heard it's
I ain't going to Akon. I'm not going to that
it's
city.
Senegal.
Where you talk
Senegal?
about black folk in America. I'm cool. That we ain't
Oh,
got no culture. I'm all right. I'm
Akon
like,
said that.
yeah. I'm
They-
like
Oh,
going.
I
I'm
didn't hear
going to
you
your
say. No,
city.
I I like the Nathan White. You know, Nathan White's on. He's like, I cannot relate. Yeah, and you can't. It's not your fault. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I
you
don't
know.
know. I kind of go back and forth on that. I'm 50-50 because yeah, being the person with the country,
But
can't
you
go
can
back
pay.
home.
But you can pay for a citizenship in that country. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, so I don't know. It was an interesting concept. You know, if you are doing this, you know, well, give us an opportunity to you know what I'm saying, to capitalize on that. But let's see, when selling a home, realtors would tell you to remove pics of family because of subconscious racism. Oh, yeah, yep, yep. Which is crazy. Which is crazy. You know, you shouldn't have to do that. We don't have any pictures up. We don't have after we have some pictures up of family, but we don't like to do the old school picture frames and stuff like that. But yeah, I would do that if I was selling my house. You know, any pictures that I do have, I would take them down. I have a lot of pictures that pop up on my refrigerator or whatever on the little screen, so I would shut that slideshow down so that doesn't show up. You know, it's just it is what it is. Nathan White says they don't say that as the reason. Yeah, of course. But yeah. All right. So that's all I have for game for the gang. So we can get into the Cap or Now session.
Yeah. Do you want to switch off or do you want to do them? I can do the first one.
Okay. Cool. So
So
Cap or No Cap. If you think
Cap
it's
or No Cap.
you think
So
it's fake? It's Cap.
Cap. No Cap is you think it's real?
Nope. What's it? Shit, you are fancy glad the TV fridge. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like technology. I'm a tech geek, so yeah, so that's why I have that.
All right. She's Alive is the name of this one.
And this is the first time we're going to see this this victim.
Oh, this is crazy.
It doesn't look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible. And we'll just see if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance. That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, he's completely alive.
What the hell?
And this is the first time we're going to see this this victim.
See that?
Look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible. And we'll just see if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance. That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh, he's completely alive.
What the hell?
But pronounced dead. They didn't make it.
I'm sure it's only like, well, There's some things that people die and they can reanimate. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Nah,
yeah,
that actor was trying to get him out of there. Yeah,
that was
yeah.
weird.
No cap. I believe it. No cap.
That was weird.
That can't happen. Yeah, and the way they wheeled him out, like you wouldn't wheel him out in a body bag like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing
No
about
cap.
this.
I remember hearing
Hmm.
about this. Yeah,
Hmm.
it was a few years back. Well, and that
crazy.
person was pronounced dead. Like they didn't come back.
That's
They were
weird.
surely alive before they went into that
Well,
ambulance.
they're alive there. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no cap. That's crazy.
wild world. All right. So the next one is called Parallel Universe. What y'all think?
Look at this and tell me if you recognize anything there.
Yes, I do. It resembles a panel that I saw at the structure in Antarctica. That was the panel that had the star map on it.
And the star map, do you know?
From what they could estimate, it was not only our universe, but 3 universes combined in one large star map. The focal point was what our Hubble Space Telescope
That's true.
has photographed and recorded.
I know.
Then they correlated what the Hubble Space Telescope had taken photographs of that was not in our universe, but actually a different universe outside, further out than what we think our universe is.
Huh?
I know that what you just said to me was that we were using the Hubble to photograph in another universe outside of this universe.
Yes, ma'am.
And then another universe.
Yes, ma'am. The way it was described to me, they were taking mathematical equations, formulas, from different points of our universe and pinpointing it to photographs or recordings that was made by our Hubble Space Telescope, which at that time was the best technological device that we had at that time.
Was this generated by extraterrestrial beings?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at this and tell me if you recognize it.
Cap or no cap?
No cap.
I'm gonna go no cap too.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what else would it be?
Right.
That shit's crazy.
It's wild
And
though.
they took a picture of another universe outside of their universe. That's crazy.
And then another one. Let's see here. It's possible mirrors are pretty wild. They are. Mirrors are pretty wild.
That means we have technology more than we know.
Okay. Yeah. We're a lot more advanced than what they're telling us. All right, you got the next one.
Yeah, humans versus reptilians.
Oh shit! What's this about?
All right.
For 4.4 billion years. The interesting thing about our galaxy is the fact that we have many different races living here. In particular, the human race, which we are a member of, and what we call the reptilian races, which we are not a part of, but who very much don't like us, like the human race. Apparently, this battle that's been going on has been going on for approximately 3.8 billion years between reptilian races and human races. Many of the races that exist in our galaxy migrated originally from Lyra during a war.
Heard about that?
Apparently, sometime in our ancient past, a group of reptilians were exploring, looking for minerals, looking for food resources. They came across a star system that was full of human beings who were agricultural in their nature. Abundant food, they just had everything together. And the reptilian races, they're called the Seekar. In the Andromedan tongue, we know them, or we would know them as being known as the Draconans, because they're from Alpha Draconis. And apparently they, as a race, were brought to our galaxy fully formed. Nobody knows where they came from or who dumped them there. But they were. Space travel has existed for 4.4 billion years. The interesting thing about
cap or no cap?
don't know. I don't know, bro. If they're here, that's the real enemy.
Yeah.
They're the what were the Game of Thrones? The Night Walkers? Not the Night Walkers.
They're the ones that come when winter is coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I
forgot what they're called though. The White Walkers.
The White Walkers.
Yeah.
Night
Nathan says it's cat. Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably. Shells, she doesn't know. I don't know. I have heard of that war. And that
war. That's Star Wars.
Yeah, basically the Star Wars thing, because it was in the Andromeda Galaxy.
They were the Empire.
Yeah. So I've heard of that Lyra. But yeah.
Lyra,
Yeah, I've heard of that. So they were involved in it, the Anunnaki were involved in it. It's apparently it didn't happen, but I don't know. They wouldn't walk among us plebs. What? All right. So the next one is Now Walk It Out. Oh Lord.
That was for me.
Oh Lord. Of course it is. That title. All right. Let's see. Desperate family seeking answers as to what has been running around their house at night. What they found will leave you speechless. Let's see here.
That's creepy.
That's creepy AF.
No cap.
I've seen that done in Paranormal Activity before too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I should have read the comments.
All the comments. Yeah, I gotta read it. It would be high level. More advanced than us. Shell says no cap, so she's with you. I'm gonna say no cap because of the noises.
That was weird. Yeah, that clicking noise.
Yeah.
All right. The next one.
All right, cool.
Shit, my thigh is cramping up. God.
Oh no.
Oh no! Don't do it to me now. This one's called "Might Need a New Doll." Oh, gotta share first. Okay, here we go.
Tengo esta tacita rosita y esta tacita como fucsia. Huevo, ¿sí?
Oh,
yeah. She was gone.
She got out of there.
No cap. The way she dipped out. No cap.
No cap.
The way she was
how you
gone.
get footprints on the flower that's spread. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was no cap.
Yeah, that's creepy. I mean, they could, and sure, right? They could have been really, down to use some CGI or AI, but yeah, seems like a lot. Yeah, right. When she was gone, she was dipping.
She was out of there.
Maybe her was her uncle messing with her, like her dad, but she was gone.
Yeah. The daughter did raise their, or not daughter, but the doll did raise its arm. So yeah, I don't know. All right, so we'll go to the next one. Is wow. All right, what we got here?
Wow.
Wow. What the hell was that?
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's why it's called wow.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
No cap.
No cap.
Yeah, I can't. That one doesn't seem fake to me. Usually, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it could. It definitely could be. Definitely could be fake for sure. But someone messing with her, but who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. The next one is called "Nah, Bro, It's Crawling."
Oh. Yeah, Shell's brother did used to play pranks on her. To get her all done.
How you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. This guy's crawling at me like it's goddamn. What's up, dude? Buddy, how you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man.
Yeah, I don't know. The way he's crawling is weird. Like, why would you start crawling?
Crawling at me like it's goddamn.
Yeah, fuck that.
What's up, dude?
Nah.
Buddy.
I don't think it's a mimic, but I don't know. I think it's just a regular dude. I'm with Nathan.
You don't think it's like a skinwalker?
No, I don't think it's a mimic. I don't think it's a skinwalker or a mimic. So I was just about to say it, Nathan. I'm meth or something. Yeah.
Oh, I got a story I gotta send you, bro.
Oh.
It's about it's about northern Minnesota. That's the only reason why.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Creepy. Maybe we should listen to it.
Yeah, send that joint to me.
All right. I think you got the next one.
Yep. Next one's called Nah. There we go. What will you do in this situation? Oh, what the
what?
Somebody said ask her she's single.
It's Kamala Harris.
Whoa.
Nah, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, probably Cat. Probably just like make a YouTube thing.
Yeah. Yes, Cap. Yeah, I'm out too.
It's funny, I'm gone. All right, this one's called Dust in the Wind.
Oh, yeah, all this dust in the wind. You my boy, Blue.
Dust in the wind. All right, here we
go. Cap. Probably could be a promo video for Haunted House. Yep, I agree.
Wait, is this gone now? That's a full person the whole way.
A full person walking normal.
Ooh, yeah.
Nah,
no cap.
No kibbity.
Fuck that.
No cap. What y'all think? Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
Ooh. Dang, I messed up, Rashad. I should put this last video on here and gang, whatever.
We can do it next time. Okay. That way we got backup material. All right, so let's see what this is. This is called, what's this? Late Night Drive.
Moving.
How'd they stop the car so quick?
This is my video. I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I forgot all about this.
Did you jump? Did you jump?
Man, what? I did jump. Like I already saw this before. All right,
we got some caps. We got some caps in the building. We got some caps.
I'm not going to do that any time of day. I don't know what it is.
What is this called? Oh, I don't know what it is. Okay.
Oh, I remember. I don't know. Yeah, this one won't be that good actually, but
what everybody like cap.
She just gotta go.
How are you? Do you have your ID with you?
I don't.
What's your name?
Irene.
Irene. What's your last name, Irene?
Bejard Wilson.
Can you spell that for me?
Big Disney princess, just so you know.
Is that right?
But you can skip this one. You can skip that one.
Why?
You don't say anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought forward to this one.
I got
this one. I'm gonna go. She on Demon Time.
All right.
About this lady in the crowd still doesn't sit right with me. Something about this lady in the crowd still doesn't sit right with me.
I'll play it again if you want me
No.
to. It's Cap. It's probably
Cap.
someone not probably it's or not. They have autism. It's like they're like their thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know what's up with her eyes.
Yeah, that was creepy, but I just thought she like looked up. But it's like all white on the main like picture too. Like when you look at it on my side, but I don't think she's a demon.
No. I think it's Cap.
Hey, this next one is one I thought that was pretty interesting.
All right. This is mountain or giant trees. Why is nobody paying attention to this? Let's see.
Just get you to see them mountains is tree stumps. If you can really see that, the veil is broken, bro. Because from that point, you see everything. You see everything. You really get to looking at the mountain, you be like, oh shit. That shit do like a tree that got cut down. And then you start scanning back, looking at the whole mountain range. You be like, oh fuck, that's the tree they cut right there.
Look at that.
That's disguised as mountains.
Look at that.
Boy, that shit stand out clear as day when you notice that's the tree you looking at. And then think about how tall the tree was. You're like, oh shit, hold on now. I'm looking for evidence about all this shit. Rashad Jamal be talking about how we fell in frequency and this was our planet and we was giants and we was blue, red, and green and we did blah, 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 bleed. Look at this big ass tree. This is a tree. If I could just get you to see them mountains is trees.
Other tree
I don't know, bro. I don't think all of them, but I don't know, bro.
I'm talking about the lady in the seas, possibly. No
cap, though.
I'm going no cap. Those are like tree stumps to me.
It would make sense if we even had like a more tropical climate where we have giant trees, but why would they all be cut down?
How did they get cut down?
Yeah.
What could you use to knock that down? And where's the rest of the tree?
Look at look at I think it's the Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Look at that, and then let me know what you think that is. To me, that's what first piqued my interest. And before I even saw things like this one, that was like a tree stump to me. So,
Cool.
whatever. And then people started saying it too, like 10 years later, and I was like, okay, I'm not crazy.
Yeah. But where the hell is the tree? Like the top part of the tree. What happened to that?
I don't know. But look for the roots. I mean, that's a good point. But like, why do not just kind of like have things that come out of it like that? Like they go into the ground like that. You can see it.
Yeah,
Go-
I have to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, that's true.
You said it's called the Devil's Tower.
Of the Devil's Tower in Wyoming.
Yeah, that's the first thing I got to do is go look for the roots. Are the trees petrified?
It could be.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one simple way to look for it. All right.
Pretty smart, actually.
Yeah. When clear mind prevail. Let's see here. Is NASA playing God? Let's see.
That should have been on. This should have been on Game for the Game.
Game for the Game. Oh, okay. This one you're talking about. Okay. The truth is uncomfortable if I get it, but staying asleep in these days are even more uncomfortable. All right, let's see what this guy has to say. This isn't necessarily cap or no cap.
What did I just watch?
125,000 acres of nothing.
Because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead.
It's like a horror movie.
And as it turns out, the cleanest. That cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet. It's raining! NASA's playing God. It's making its own weather.
I keep telling you time and time again, people, cloud seeding and geoengineering is real. And they said this clip comes from 1999 or something like that. Imagine with technology what it would look like today. The weather that we get can be manipulated by...
Yeah, it's an American technology, cloud seeding.
What the fuck did I just watch?
And what's weird is that would make us level 0, level 1
Civilization.
Control our weather. So
yeah, just looking at it does look like a massive tree stump for sure. That's wild. Check it out.
Yeah, made me think about
it. I've been doing this since the 1950s. I've been hearing about that. When you see those planes that be going down the stream of clouds or whatever, it usually rains right after that, like the next day. So I don't know how you explain the droughts and all that.
Like it's man-made, just the way we can manipulate the weather.
Yeah.
They don't they don't see a profit in something. So I don't know.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So that I think that's a good one to
end it on.
Honestly, yeah. This was a little off our schedule due to no power yesterday, but I think it was a pretty good show. So we appreciate everybody who joined. Thank you so much for that. Let's see, Asho said, "Yep, I feel it definitely plays the weather." Yeah.
I'm not saying I ain't no Marjorie Taylor Greene. I ain't no don't let me up with her, but I'm saying we can definitely use our powers for good. We don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is the lizard people.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's the lizard people. So we appreciate everybody joining. Thank you so much. Looks like we kept it to just 2 hours, so that's not bad.
Next week, I think we're planning to take it back to Spooky Stanley Hotel. I think I'm gonna look into and see if I can find a good video.
Cool.
If you don't know what that is, Red rum, red rum, red rum.
Red rum. Yeah, The Shining. Use that hotel to make that movie, but apparently it's really haunted. So
yeah, definitely. So we're gonna check it out. Appreciate y'all joining us on a not so normal day. But you know, appreciate y'all being here. My name's Kobe.
I'm Shad.
And don't whistle at night.
And don't whistle in the woods. With that, we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.